I'm gonna start from the beginning chronologically, all the way up to security breach. Because I know you said, but I am going to get me Project Zomboid. Like that's just the deal. And I'm gonna. I got that shit. Okay, so I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna deafen myself so I can't hear you anymore. And then I'm gonna start. All right. Okay, so we start around 1983. There's this guy named William Afton and his business partner Henry. Him and Henry, they purchased this restaurant called Fredbear's Family Diner. In this restaurant, there are two animatronics, Golden Fredbear and Golden Bonnie. I don't know their exact names, but I don't think names matter too much. And William Afton is not a very good guy, so he makes these robots to scare his son into not wanting to be around robots. And that's what the gameplay segment of FNAF 4 is. And then eventually, the crying child's brother Michael, he was taunting his brother by I'm doing this all from memory. This is really hard. Hold on. Okay, he taunts his brother by picking him up and putting him in Golden Freddy's mouth, and this fucking terrifies the kid. So he starts crying, and because of the spring locks in the suit, the jaws clamp down, and it ends up killing the crying child, which. This is known as the bite of 83, which puts in moves the plot forward a lot. And then we go to FNAF 2, which is 1987. Nothing too important happens here except Mangle, which is Funtime Foxy, but rearranged. Mangle bites a kid, and then that puts the animatronics. They can no longer be in their roam stage. And this is also partly where William Afton goes and murders children. And since he's still working at Freddy Fazbear's, which is now a globally international chain, I don't think it's international. I think it's just in the U.S. But so Freddy does that. I mean, not Freddy. William does that, and then and he doesn't stuff their bodies in the suit, which is a misconception. He does not. So the puppet actually puts their souls in the suit. There are no bodies in the suit. So the souls of the children go into all of the suits, and that's what makes the animatronics super angry. And then we cut to the sister location, which is a renting out place for a bunch of robots and shit like that, so you can book robots. This is where William Afton creates all of his shit. So he creates these 4 animatronics: Funtime Foxy, Funtime Freddy, Baby, and what's its name? I know I have the picture in my head. Ballora. So he goes and creates Ballora, and Ballora is a replacement for his wife who left him. Baby is a replacement for his daughter because his daughter was actually killed by Baby, and Funtime Freddy and Funtime Foxy are his other 2 children, which is the older son Michael and the crying child, but we don't exactly know which one is which. But eventually, Michael Afton, who was working there to try and put a stop to his father, goes and works at the what's it called? He works at the sister location as a manager because he's trying not a manager but a night guard, and he's trying to reveal his father's secrets. But eventually he gets scooped, and all of his insights are taken out, and all of the animatronics, Funtime Freddy, Funtime Bonnie, no, not Bonnie, Funtime Foxy, Baby and Ballora, they all like merge together to create this one thing called Ennard. And Ennard is he gets inside of Michael's, not corpse, because Michael isn't dead, but you know. And he gets inside, Ennard gets inside the corpse thing, and then he starts like walking around like being an actual person, even though he's a robot. And then while that is happening, actually I think this was like in 19, I don't remember, but I think it was a little bit before Sister Location. In the FNAF 2 pizzeria, William Afton finds out that the robots are alive because of the souls that the puppet is putting inside of them, and he like tries to dismantle all the robots, but eventually he just ends up releasing the spirits, and the spirits then lead him into a back room where he tries to get into a Golden Bonnie suit to try and escape from it. But since he's like sweating and shit, and since it's raining, the spring locks go off, and he then merges with the suit. So he is now part person, part machine. That's the intro for FNAF 3, which is a like a haunted house style game, and like the only person that's chasing you is actually William Afton, who is stuck inside the spring trap suit, which is his name. But eventually, Ennard leaves the Michael Afton body thing, and Michael Afton is still alive somehow. Yeah, I don't know how, but he's still alive. So he's just like messing around, and he like is still alive, but he's like all rotted and shit. So this leads up to Pizzeria Simulator, which this leads up to Pizzeria Simulator. Henry, the guy who bought the restaurant with William Afton, he builds this new pizzeria to try and lure all the animatronics into it, which works. All the animatronics come in, and the puppet is trapped inside of a gray Freddy suit, which is named Lefty. So the puppet can no longer like put souls into animatronics because he's trapped. And eventually Springtrap comes in, which he's in a new suit named Scrap Trap, which looks fucking dumb, but whatever. And but since he's no longer in the Springtrap suit, which he was already like merged with, that means a piece of him is still in that Springtrap suit. So Henry leads them all into the thing, which then he lights on fire. Oh, and Henry bought this robot called Music Man. He's super important. Henry leads him in and then burns everything down, and he makes this amazing speech. And Michael Afton is also there, and he is making sure that his father does not get out of the fire. So that's where he is right now. He is on fire in the pizzeria. This leads into Help Wanted. So in an effort to try and like change their branding, Fazbear Entertainment created this game. And in this game, they scanned parts of old animatronics, which include Springtrap. So that's how William. That's how William is still alive, and William is still alive because of the like electronics that are in him. So that gets scanned into the game, and the play testers. You're playing as one of them. You're playing as Vanessa, who's a playtester, and you are trying to figure out what is going on within the game. But by piecing together what's going on, you're also piecing together Springtrap. So he's coming back, and eventually he takes over your mind as Vanessa. And then this leads into Security Breach. So Vanessa gets a new job as a security guard at I think it's called the Pizza. I know it's called the Pizzaplex. It's called like Freddy Fazbear's Pizzaplex or something like that. And she is tampering with the electronics, putting William Afton into all the animatronics, and this leads them all to become murderous and like evil. But it doesn't work on Freddy because Freddy has the soul of Michael Afton in him. And Gregory, the main child you're playing as, is actually a robot who has the soul of the crying child in him. And that's why the two are like linked together. That's why Michael's not going to make the same mistake twice, basically, since he accidentally got him killed. Since he accidentally got the crying child killed. So they eventually discover that underneath the Pizzaplex is the pizzeria from the Pizzeria Simulator, where Molten Freddy is, who is like all the animatronics just like smashed together. And William Afton has been like regaining his power because of Vanessa tampering with the electronics. So you and Freddy have to go down there and try and burn Freddy again, and that eventually leads to the pizzeria crumbling, and then you and Freddy getting out. But the Pizzaplex still remains. All right, I'm gonna undeafen Natoli. How did I do? How did I do? So I won. Wait, so what did I miss? Ah. Oh, dang. I was supposed to mention that he was sealed away? Ah. Well, yeah, that's how he got into the Fazbear thing. I thought that was kind of implied. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned it though. Mm-hmm. Wait, so what was the bonus? Oh, Henry. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm so good. FNAF. That I was thinking like the names for the children who died, because like they are named, but I don't really remember their names. But yeah, so I win. FNAF Security Breach is the best game of the year. Hell yeah.